Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And today we're going to talk about the fabulous ShredLights, the SL1000 and SL200. So let me tell you more about it. Wrong Way. First of all, so huge thanks to ShredLights themselves from San Diego, California, for sending me out these lights for testing purposes and also for me to keep. It's not a sponsored video by any means, but they did provide me with these lights. And if you want to get some ShredLights on the way, I know, just like the name, then you can also type in the code WRONGWAY on their site to receive a 10% discount. I also do receive a kickback from that as well, so you also do support the channel with these orders. Anyways, there's also a ShredLights giveaway now for the EUC Night Ops package. To enter this giveaway, you just need to comment below how you would use this Night Ops package on your EUC, and you might win this set of ShredLights. You have 48 hours to enter this challenge, and ShredLights will select the winner. And please also provide your Instagram name for easier contact. Anyways, lighting is very important, and as we have very various lights on our electric vehicles, ranging from ones like on the Monster Pro here that is just shining onto the floor and doesn't provide you with any light at all, to some decent lights like on the Tesla here, which isn't the most powerful, but at least you can see there it provides you with some sort of beam. But when you do night rides, then you want to have maybe a bit more than that. And this is where the ShredLights come in. Alright, so let's start with the SL200. And I have 4 of those, and they come in different packages, different sets for whatever vehicle you're using. And most importantly, they also come in a red beam and a white beam. So how can you tell? Very easy. Red stripe on the braking one, or on the red one, black stripe on the other one. Here you can see the differences, and yeah, they're just very small and provide you with 200 lumens of light. They also have this like rubber material outside, and they're also waterproof, so if you just drop them, basically nothing happens, which is pretty cool. They also have a pretty cool mounting system, which I'll talk about later, but it's also in the SL1000, so I'll just talk about it when we talk about the common things of these two lights. To operate those two lights, there's buttons on both sides. You can see here a button and a button on the other side. So to turn it on, you can press either the left button and hold it, or hold the right button. Now, if you want to toggle in between modes, you just need to press either this button or the other. The cool thing is that in comparison to, I know, other lights or other methods of control in lighting, you can actually go back to toggle to the light before, and you don't have to like go through all of the settings again. So now let me just use the white one. You can see all the settings. So let's start. This is the weakest one. I don't know how many lumens, but doesn't provide you with a lot of light, but you still can see it like if it's on your device. Now this is the more powerful setting. Oh wait, this one provides you a bit more light, and this is the most powerful setting. In this most powerful setting, it will shine for 1.5 hours. Now the cool thing is that if you just have it on your helmet, then I just need to get this one off. It's pretty light and provides you with a decent amount of additional lighting. I'll just go in here and show you that it's pretty cool. Like if you have a single light on your electric unicycle, you need something additional on your head. It has a pretty narrow beam, so it shines pretty far. This is a pretty cool option. So this was the most powerful. Then you have different modes of flashing. This is the flash slow, the flash fast, and an alternated flashing, which is pretty cool. The cool thing about these flash modes, mostly you will use them on your PV anyways, so then you have a pretty strong source of light that indicates where your PV is, which keeps you safe, and it also enhances battery life. So in these modes the light will shine much longer, and you have also a pretty strong setting, so it will be very, very visible. You can put them on the bottom of your PV or on your helmet. If you cross an intersection, just can turn on the strobe setting, and then you'll be very visible. And here the same thing with the tail light, with the red light. Yeah, pretty cool. So the SL200s, I would consider them mostly as a light to put on your device, or just like a, I don't know, stationary light here on your helmet. Just a bit of, additional brightness on you, and mostly to be seen and not to provide light for yourself to like see in the night, but mostly to be seen. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, to turn it on, to turn it off, you just press and hold either one of the buttons on the side, or you press two at once, which is like the quick turn off, which I like pretty much the most in this lighting. It's powered by a rechargeable battery. One thing that is a bummer, because it's a bit of an older light now, it's with micro USB, rather like USB-C, but that's what we get here. There's also pretty cool cables that charge 2 or even 4 of these at the same time, which is pretty dope. I pretty much never run out of battery on these. They hold forever, especially in the strobe settings. So yeah, just pretty cool. Now let's move on to the big boy. And the big boy is the SL1000. And it's the, as they advertise it, the smaller 1000 lumen flashlight on the market. And they even come with a like warning sign sticker on here to not use it in the most powerful mode when you have traffic going your way, because you don't want to blind anyone temporarily. Basically in any setting over 500 lumens you have to be like really careful not to shine onto anyone. But anyways, if you're riding in a forest, or you're just like here, then yeah, feel free to use the 1000 lumens. So to turn it on, it's pretty similar. It has the same 2 buttons that you also find on the SL200, but it's made of metal, so it's a bit different material choices than on the SL200. Just not all rubber. It will get scratched if you like let it fall. Oh, and like here, you have a scratch here. But it has a third button, which is this button. It's also a diode that indicates how much battery you have on this light. So let's turn it on, and yeah, let's check the different settings. So we have first of all the setting, which is the stationary light sort of. And then when you press the third button, you can change the strength of the light. So this is, I think, 50 lumens, 250, 500. Basically, this third setting is what I use the most. It's pretty powerful, and yet doesn't use up too much battery. Around 4 hours, I believe, you can use on the setting. And for regular use, you probably don't need more than that. But if you want to go more overboard, then this is 750 lumens, really bright, and 1000 lumens is now. Now the light might also get hot when you use it in the most powerful setting, anything over 500 lumens. But yeah, that's just the reality of it. I also really like the beam. It's very narrow. It shines the light very, very far, which is awesome. It makes it also very visible in the night. Now there's also other settings. This is the like strobe with the light sort of. And the cool thing is that with the button here, you can always change the strength of each mode. So now it's like in power, less power, more power. Really cool. Then we have one strobe, which is the slow strobe, I believe. Fast strobe.
Strobe?
Yeah, it's strobe. It's really strobe. It's like epilepsy mode. And this is like a alternating strobe, also pretty cool. And again, in the strobe settings, if you're lighting in broad daylight or you just need a light, an additional light on your PV that makes you more visible, then choose the strobe because yeah, it just has a lot more battery life. Okay, so this about the lights. I'm very excited about them. I use them basically all the time now. I had the OLED bit before, which is on Kate's head. So I had this light before. It provides a bit of a different beam. It's less powerful. You can see it here. You can see it's a wider beam, but it doesn't shine as far as the Shred light. You can see like even in the lesser powerful setting, the Shred light just outperforms it a lot, because this is like more of a bicycle light you can use. But still very cool, the OLED, a bit of a different sort of light.
In order to get a wider beam on the Shred light, you can also mount the diffuser, which is actually in the box. However, for my taste, then the light just becomes a bit more dimmer, and I actually prefer the narrow, bright beam of the standard ShredLight SL1000.
Let's move on to what makes these lights even cooler, because you can have a light, but what do you do when you can just mount it on anything, or it's like a hassle to charge them, to take them on and off? So yeah, let's get into it. I have a couple mounting options here, and first of all, maybe I'll show you the S-Lock. So the S-Lock is a patented system by ShredLights, both on the SL1000 and on the SL200, and it's very simple to use actually. So here we have a Shred light already mounted on the monster here, and you just lift this part and you can just very easily get it off, and then you slide it in, wiggle a bit, and then it clicks into place. Very, very simple. Get it off, get it on. And then you can just mount it here on the back if you feel like it. Or, I don't know, if it's dark somewhere, you just take it off the mount and then you can just use it as a regular flashlight. This is the S-Lock. It's very awesome. It's sort of like a GoPro of lights, I would say. It definitely has the stoke. But there's also more mounting options, and I have them here. One of them is like a handlebar mount. So you can mount them on your Sherman, or like a bicycle or whatever. It also comes with two options. So one of them is like squared off, the other one is like round. Then you have the VHB mount. It's basically like a GoPro sticky mount. There's a flat version of it, like this one, but there's also a curved one, which is here on the Guads Tesla, and basically also on my helmet. Then there's also a mount. That has like Velcro on it, so you can move it a bit, which is pretty cool. And what else? Oh yeah, there's also the action camera mount, which is basically what I have on my head. So you just basically slide it into. Wait, I need to take this one out then. Into a GoPro mount here on the helmet. So this is it. And then you can also naturally adjust it. I really like this one because then you can adjust the light. Maybe a thing that I don't like about like all of these sticky mounts is once they're in, they're in. You can't move them really. They're just sort of in place. So be careful when you put them the first time, because you can't basically move this sticky mount anywhere else. The GoPro mounts have this cool tilting action, so that's a bit better. Definitely on the helmet, I would what would I do? I would advise to use this GoPro mount. There's also one more mount, because I can't find it here. I have it in my backpack. It's like this clip mount. I think you should use it on the backpack, or like here. I don't know, probably on the backpack. I didn't use it yet, but hey, it's here. I got it sent to me, so I thought I would show it to you. And it's also like tiltable. Yeah, So you can just mount it like so, and then have a shred light, I don't know, lighting up your face. And get ready for horrors.
For the horror story without holding the flashlight.
Yeah, now you can just ride around in the city and you feel probably everyone will get scared on intersections. All right, so these are the mounts. One thing I really like about the SL1000 that I forgot to tell you, it's also waterproof, but it has USB-C. Very loud birds here. So that's very cool. And this this button also indicates what's the battery state. I think the other one has more battery, and then it's green. Yeah, it's green. And it has like 3 or 4 colors. All right, so that's basically it about the lights. I also really liked the packaging of these lights because it was like eco-friendly. There was basically just cardboard and paper in there. Loved like this attitude. It's very, very cool. And they basically feel for me like a thing to collect, like, you know, cards or like Hot Wheels or whatever. I just want to get more, and I actually asked them for more. Now I'll be getting another 4 SL200s shipped, but just the white ones, 4 red ones, 2 of the SL1000s. So yeah, the hype is real. Maybe when it just comes to the cost, I didn't talk about the cost. Like a single one right now costs like under 30 bucks. Depending on the offer and depending on the set you're getting, the SL200s, and the SL1000s are around, I think, $70 or $80. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty usual price for a high quality light like that. So if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.
The most scary thing I've seen in my life.